Hi, Frank from Obelisk. Today, we're going to create a custom gem that gives you a 2-day itinerary for any city in the world. Let's get traveling. Created my own custom gems, and one of them is City Itinerary. Let's dive in. To create a gem that takes a city, plans a 2-day travel visit with cultural highlights and gluten-free restaurants and recommendations for how to get around public transit, shuttle, or taxi. But it doesn't work in the chat. You need to take your description and put it into a gem. But I'm glad I did start out in chat. So once I asked to create a gem within the chat, Gemini suggested the instructions that I should give. So it gave me a whole set of gem instructions, and it said copy and paste this into the gem interface when I'm creating my new city itinerary. Amazing. So once I created my gem and I gave it the original prompt, it went in, compressed that prompt, and filled in some additional information. So it understood city routing. It understood that I wanted breakfast, lunch, and dinner at gluten-free restaurants. It understood that I wanted to see all these different cultural attractions. Okay. The next thing I asked it for is to set up a city name and also to set up what type of 2-day itinerary that I'd be interested in. So is it an easy day or is it a jammed packed day? In my prompt, I said, start out with a city name. But one of the other things that I've included in here is what's my vibe preference for what kind of a day or 2 days you're going to have with this itinerary. So it allows you for a particular input. I could have specified, create a drop down that says, what do you want to see? And let's give it a run here. So I'm going to specify Bilbao and museums and cultural highlights. Go. So the amazing thing about gems is you don't need a lot of input in order for the gem to do a lot of heavy lifting for you. In this case, it's going in, it's using Google Maps, it's using a lot of internal Google references to build the best plan for, in this case, the city of Bilbao. It'll go in, it'll take a look at the travel times between different destinations, and it gives you a whole HTML page as an output. How does this help as a business owner? Well, if you're traveling to a new city to do business, this gives you background. You could have it find different addresses for you. So you can customize this travel itinerary any way that you want. It may also help you as a solopreneur, right? If you're traveling to a different country or a different city, or if you want to provide this potentially as a service. Now that it's done, we can either download it as a file, as an HTML file, or we can share it. Now, you can share it with your team, or you can share it as a link, and you can have the shared link. Folks can edit that. So they can take the travel itinerary gem, create their own version of it. Okay, so let's try it again. This time we're going to put in London. to say cultural highlights. Now, one of the things that you'll note in here is you can build out what that itinerary looks like. So I'm going to scroll down, and this is where a lot of the prompt kind of goes in. So it's one of the steps to take the content and build it in the context of a full itinerary. And then finally, as I've shown you, it renders the itinerary web page. You can edit this within Opal, and that's the advanced editor. But in most cases, a Google Gem, with this kind of level of instruction, it works perfectly fine, and you can share it. And the person that you've shared can either, if you give them access, they can edit it, or they can just make use of it. It's great. So everyone can get on and figure out where they're going to travel to next. Let's put this in context. I used to spend hours researching and figuring out where all the different cultural highlights were located in the city, how to get around on transit, or how to get from point A to point B. And Google now does all the heavy lifting in this style of gem. So here we have it. In this case, we're taking a look at London, England. Okay, it tells us how we can walk and where we can walk, what to see, where to have lunch, etc. So now you've got an opportunity to try out and create your own travel gem. Where is it going to take you? Get your copy of the AI Automation Handbook. Click the link in the description below.